Is it true the older the charge-offs get, the less it impacts your credit score? No. It's not true. It may have loss. I wouldn't. Yeah. For the most part, it's not true. Okay. If you want to see like if you have a charged-off account that's 6 years old, it's still going to impact your score severely. Okay. Now, banks and lenders may look at it, may not take it as seriously because they're older, but it's according to your credit score, it's still going to highly impact your credit score. I have 2 credit cards and my credit is at 719. How can I increase to 800? Whew. You gotta follow my 5x5 rule. Okay, drop your credit usage to below 5%. Increase your average age to above 5 years and have more than 5 accounts. Can you remove BK from your credit report? You can. Yes. I had debt transferred to collections. Is it possible my original creditor to recall it back? No. They already sold it to a third party. It's going to stay with that third party. It should at least stay with that third party. Is this backwards? There you go. What do you think I should do when I turn 18? You should probably get a job or go to college, figure out what the earlier you can figure out what kind of job or career you want, the faster you're gonna get there, the easier life is gonna be. Absolutely, 100%. All right, so what are we talking about today, guys? What kind of questions have we got today? What kind of question? Now, if you're talking about how to build your credit from scratch, here you go. Okay, how to build your credit from scratch. Add 1 or 2 trade lines, which are free. If you talk to your mother, your brother, your uncle, your ex, family and friend members, adding 1 to 2 trade lines, that's free. Adding your previous years of rent history to your credit, okay? It's not free, but it's very cheap. Okay, Rental Karma is one of my favorites to use to report the last year's 5, 10, 15 years of your rent to your credit. And on average, it can help improve your score 40 to 100 points, adding your past years of rent history to your credit. So if you want to use Rental Karma, you want to add the last years of your rent to your credit, use this code to get you 25 bucks off, okay? Credit AI is also free, okay? It's a debit card, a free debit card that actually reports to your credit. It's a free debit card that actually reports to your credit report. Your traditional credit cards do not report to your credit, so it does not help build your credit. Okay, comment wow if you did not know. Hi, bomb ass Triz. What's up, bomb ass Triz? Diane, how's it going, Diane? Okay, so those are 3 things you could do. Number 4 is Credit Strong. Have you heard of Credit Strong? Okay, Credit Strong is a cool company. They help build your credit. What they do is they'll set up a savings account program for you, and they report it as a loan to your credit. So every month you're making payments into your savings account, and they report it as a loan to your credit. And once you pay off this loan, you'll get your money back minus the service fees. Okay? So now, if you do steps 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're building your credit from scratch, you should have a credit score at around a 700, probably around a 700 in about 3 months, okay? Then you can go after your first starter credit card, Capital One Quicksilver, or Discover It. These are 2 great starter credit cards, okay? Now, here's another thing, okay, number 6. If you are trying to apply for a credit card, maybe you try to apply for one of these starter credit cards and you could not get approved, okay? So if you can't get approved, let's say you got denied, right? Okay, if you got denied for one of these 2 credit cards, What do you think you should do? Apply for Discover Secured Card. Okay? That's what you should do. So if you can't get approved for a starter credit card, then you want to apply for a secured card. Okay? Free me from the jail? What jail? What is the lowest score you've helped rebuild, and what score did you rebuild it to? I've helped people with a 400 credit score range. I've helped people with a 400 credit score range. So here's the most recent one. Okay, this is a person that came into my program August of 24, 614, 529, 619. 32 days later, okay, we disputed and deleted one repo and a handful of collection accounts in 32 days, their first round of dispute. And we helped them go from the 614 to a 739, 529 to a 743. This is a 214 point increase in 32 days. 619 to a 745. Boom. Let's see, that is how to make big credit. What is that, bro? Where is it, USA? Yes, this is for USA. Yep. So if you want to start building credit from scratch, okay, you want to build credit from scratch, these are the 4 steps to do, 5 steps to do. Let's see, I got a job, just not sure what credit card I should get. Well, it all depends on where you are with your credit journey, right? So if you're new to credit, you're looking to get a starter credit card, okay? Capital One Quicksilver, Discover It, that's a great starter credit card. How to remove hard inquiries from your credit. So we kind of talked about this before. So let's say you went to a car dealership, you were just window shopping, right? And then you go home and all of a sudden you got notifications that you have like 10 new inquiries, probably from a dealership, okay? But you didn't authorize the dealership to run your credit, but all of a sudden you got a bunch of notifications on your credit app that you got new inquiries. Comment car if that happened to you. You went window shopping at a dealership and you were just window shopping, all right? You didn't ask them to run your credit. By the time you get home, you got all these notifications that, you got like 10 new inquiries, 15 new inquiries, right? Oh, look at that, see? Car, right? So this is what you do, okay? You're gonna call the credit bureaus and ask to get transferred to the fraud department, right? Ask to get transferred to the fraud department and let them know, hey, just let them know your story. I went to the dealership. I was just window shopping. I didn't authorize anything. I came home and I got all these notifications from my app that I got all these new inquiries from companies I don't even know. I don't recognize these companies. I don't even know what it is. And I didn't authorize these companies to check my credit. Please look into this and remove it as soon as possible, right? And so they should be able to remove it in 24 to 72 hours. Comment OMG if that was some credit sauce, okay? That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna call the credit bureaus, get transferred to the fraud department and let them know, hey, I got a bunch of notifications on my app about all these new inquiries. I don't recognize these companies and I didn't authorize these companies to check my credit. Please look into this and remove it as soon as possible. It is affecting my score, okay? I want also, can you send my message, please? I'm not sure if I can. What if it's credit card inquiries? The same thing too. Do you help those that recently finished the bankruptcy? Yes, I can help you. Yep. So if you have collection accounts or charged off accounts, repos, foreclosures, we can help fix your credit, repair your credit, dispute all those negative items for you if you don't want to do it yourself. Recommend working with debt relief companies to help rid of debt and raise score eventually. Nope. So 90% of the time, I don't recommend using debt consolidation companies. Okay, I don't recommend using debt consolidation companies. Okay. Debt consolidation companies. I don't recommend. Okay. I do not recommend debt consolidation companies. Okay, next question. I'm European. Awesome. I want big credit from USA, so you need to either have an SSN or an ITIN to start building a credit score. That way you can get US credit cards. Why not, right? Why not use a debt consolidation company? Okay, so let me explain, Linda, honey, let me explain. Why do I not recommend them? Okay, so number one, okay, they charge monthly advisory fee, right? They charge you monthly advisory fee. Okay? And they're going to basically they're going to recommend you, they're going to advise you, okay? Let's just put that on here. So they're going to charge you a monthly advisory fee, right? Because they're giving you this advice. And one of the first things they're going to advise you to do, okay? They're going to advise you to stop paying accounts. You can't pay it. Right? So this is the first advice they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you to stop paying accounts you can't afford to pay. Why would you need to pay for advice to have someone tell you to stop paying for accounts you just can't afford to pay? Comment yes if you agree with me. Comment yes if you agree with me. Okay? You're going to pay a debt consolidation company a monthly advisory fee. One of the first things they're going to advise you to do is to stop paying on accounts you can't afford to pay. Like what? Okay? Now what do you think happens after that? After so many non-payments, okay? After so many non-payments, what happens to your credit score? Does anyone know? After so many non-payments, you're gonna get a bunch of late payments on your credit, right? Your credit score is going to tank, guys. So they're telling you to stop making payments This is a financial advice to stop making payments on your credit. Once you stop making payments, you're gonna rack up late payments on your credit report, and that is going to tank your credit score. Okay? All while they're charging you a monthly advisory fee. Okay? Now what happens, right? Once you have so many non-payments, okay, your accounts are gonna go to collections. Okay? And now what do you think happens to your score? What do you think happens to your score? Your score is gonna drop even more. Right? Okay? Score drops more. Huh. Okay? Account goes to collections. Now you have collection accounts reporting your credit. Now your score drops even more. Ain't that some BS? Okay? Right? Now, what are they going to do? Step number 3, what are they going to do? They're going to negotiate with they're gonna negotiate. Okay. Settle for less on your collection debt that they pretty much produce for you. Okay? Right? They're going to negotiate to settle for less on this collection debt. You can do this yourself. All these things you can do this yourself. You can stop making payments on accounts you can no longer afford to pay. You don't have to have someone to advise you to do that. Right? You can ruin your credit yourself. You don't need to pay for someone to tell you to ruin your credit. Right? Now, once those accounts go to collections, okay, now you can start negotiating and settle for less than what you owe with these debt collection agencies. You can do this yourself too. It's not rocket science. All you got to do is start at 25% of the balance that you owe and work your way up to 50%. That's what they're going to do. Okay? It's super simple. You don't need to be a master debater. Okay? Now, once they negotiate, now they're going to charge you, okay? They're going to charge you a percent on how much they saved you. All right? And the last thing, they're not going to help collections. Isn't that some bull too? They're not going to help remove collections that they made for you. So, what does that mean? Your score doesn't improve. So now what happens? Guys? Now, you can't get approved for anything. Okay? Comment wow if you didn't know this. Right? This happens with 90% of debt consolidation companies. 90%. So not all of them are this way, but most of them are. Okay? So that's why I don't recommend them, guys. Literally, right? They're advising you to stop making payments on debt that you owe. And then it tanks your score because now you got so many months of non-payments on all these credit cards that you stopped paying on. That tanks your credit score. And then those accounts, those credit card companies are gonna shut down your account and send it to collections, and your score is gonna tank even more, right? And now these debt consolidation companies, they cause you to get collection accounts on your credit, and they're going to negotiate and settle for less than what you owe. You can easily do it yourself. It's not rocket science, okay? And once they settle, let's say they help settle you to pay 50% of the balance that you owe. Well, the 50% that they saved you on, they're going to charge you a percentage of fees on how much they saved you on. So at the end of the day, you're pretty much paying the same amount that you owed anyways, but now your score is done. Your score is cooked, okay? And the worst thing is they're not going to help you remove those collection accounts they caused you to put onto your collection, onto your credit. Isn't that crazy? Comment crazy, right? Comment crazy. Like, so now you're pretty much paying what you owe anyways. Your score is shot. You got late payments and collection accounts on your credit. Now, if you try to go back and apply for a loan, they're gonna deny you because you have a low score and you have all these collection accounts on your credit. So at the end of the day, guess what? You're still gonna have to repair your credit. You're still gonna have to go to me, and I gotta clean up the work that these debt consolidation companies did to you. It's just crazy, right? It's cray-cray. So that's why, that's why I don't recommend debt consolidation companies. Now, again, I said 90% of them are like this. Not all of them. I know there's a few good eggs out there, but most of them are rotten eggs. And comment yes if that happened to you. You're not funny. You know what's funny? Is this credit system. This credit system is funny, right? These debt consolidation companies are funny. Crazy. Also, it's even easier with ChatGPT prompt scripts. There you go. Absolutely. What if it hasn't gone to collection agency? Should you pay or file for Chapter 11? If it hasn't gone to collection agency, you can settle for less. You can try and settle for less. You can try to settle for less and avoid it from going to collections. Once your accounts are in collections, you can repair your credit. You can dispute and delete collections, late payments, charge off, and foreclosures off your credit. That's what I help with every day, okay? That's what I've been doing for the last 7 years. Best way to pay off your credit card debt. I talk about 10 different ways to pay off your credit card debt faster, okay? Comment the number 10 if you want me to show you the 10 ways to pay off your credit card debt faster. I want to see how many people need that. Comment the number 10. Yes. Okay. Look, if you want to repair your credit and do it yourself, that's what I help with. If you want to do it yourself, these are the 4 steps that we do to get highly effective results. Okay. So just recently, I helped improve someone's score 214 points in 32 days. In 32 days, we help improve their score 214 points. How did we do it? These are the 4 steps that we do. Okay, so if you want to do it yourself, you're Mr. or Miss Independent, this is how you do it, okay? And this is what it looks like. This is the process, how it happens. When you first send out this dispute letter, right? When you first send out this dispute letter, it goes to the credit bureaus. They're going to verify your personal info, and then they're going to verify the dispute with the third-party companies. You can freeze your secondary bureaus that they're going to verify with. If you freeze these secondary bureaus, you lock it up, they can't verify what you're disputing, okay? You freeze it, they can't verify what you're disputing, it helps to remove it off your credit. When you send out that dispute letter, it's not read by a human being, it's read by a software called eOscar. And eOscar is going to send your dispute letter into one of 3 buckets: denied, verified, or removed. Which bucket do you want it to go to? You want it to go to the removed bucket. How do you do that? This is how you do it, right? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. These 4 steps right here. Updating your personal info, freezing the secondary bureaus, leveraging your consumer laws, and then you mail out the dispute letter. Okay? That way, you have more opportunity of it going into the removed bucket to help improve your score. Now, if it says if you send out a dispute letter and it says the credit bureau say that it's verified, it could either be a stall tactic, they're trying to meet deadlines, or they're violating 609. They have to show proof of validation, guys. So if you send out a dispute letter and they say that it's been validated and they're not showing proof of validation, they're violating consumer law. And that's how you would counteract the situation and send out a second round of disputes saying, hey, you say that it's verified, but you should not show proof of verification. Please show proof of verification. If you cannot, you're violating consumer law, FCRA section 609. Please comply to what I'm disputing and remove it immediately. Mic drop. Okay, so that's credit in a nutshell. That's credit in a nutshell. I'm under NAT debt. I'm under NAT debt relief, but am considering canceling. Got 4 collection notices. Yeah, is that because were you just on my live earlier when I was talking about debt consolidation companies? It sounds like they caused you to get collections, right? Too much for me, exactly. So for some people, this is just too much stuff, right? Like for some people, they're like, yo, I ain't got time to do this. Like, I don't want to learn how to do this stuff. I just want to get my credit done so I can move on with my life. That's where I come into play, okay? If you don't want to do it yourself, okay, please schedule a free consult. Let me and my team do all the work for you. We're going to do all of this crazy nonsense for you, okay? Leverage our time and our knowledge and our skills to do it for you. That way you can keep doing and working on your busy day-to-day life while getting your credit done from us. Okay? Removed even if it has a balance? Yes, absolutely. Even if it has a $10,000, $20,000 balance. We removed a $18,000 repo off of someone's credit. This is the crazy thing is if you pay off an $18,000 repo or whatever, $25,000 repo, $50,000 repo, that repo is still going to report on your credit and your score is not going to change. And if you go to the bank and try to reapply for another auto loan, they're going to see that you still have a repo, which is a bad remark on your credit, bad representation of your credit worthiness, and they're going to deny you for that auto loan. If they do approve you for the auto loan, they're going to charge you 20, 25, 27, up to 30% in interest rate. Now you're going to be paying 3 times the amount that the car is worth. You're going to be upside down on your loan. That's not a situation you want to be in, right? Whew. Wow, bro, freezing those 6 is missing step I never knew. Yep. Will removing already closed negative accounts from my report improve my score? Absolutely. You want to. That's how you clean your credit. You want to remove as many negative items off of your credit. The more negative stuff you remove off your credit, the cleaner your history looks, the higher your score will go. Right? Make sense? That's why if you want to see the fastest and most effective way to improve your score, you want to do the 3 R's of credit. Okay? Where is it? Where is it? I have to toggle back and forth. Dang it. Should have done that. Might have erased it. Right here. Okay? So if you want to see the fastest and most effective improvement on your score, you need to repair, rebuild, reapply. Repair, rebuild, reapply. That's the fastest way you can improve your score. So we can do credito and clean credit without pay? Yeah. This is the thing. If you pay off your collection account, your score doesn't go up. It stays the same. So if your number one goal is to improve your score, like that's your number one priority right now, then you got to do the steps so you can see your score go up. If you pay off your balance on your collection accounts or your charged off accounts, that doesn't help your score go up. You need to remove it off of your credit report where it's no longer reporting. That's when you see your score go up. I love watching you and learning something new all the time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How many rounds can it take to remove collections? I mean, it could be as fast as 1 round, 32 days, right? Like I was just showing right now. You know, we help remove 1 repo and 4 collection accounts in the first round, the first 32 days. Now, sometimes it could take 3 rounds, right? Our average time frame, like if you're in my repair program, it takes 1 to 3 rounds, which is 1 to 3 months. And so we put our guarantee around our average time frame, 3 months, okay? So we have a 6-month program and the first 3 is guaranteed. If we can't remove anything in the first 3 months, doing all the work for you, leveraging our time and knowledge and skills and disputing all your negative items for you, in those first 3 months of disputing for you, if we can't remove anything, you wanna cancel the program, you can cancel it and we can give everything back if you want to cancel the program. But we cover 6 months and the first 3 is guaranteed. You can see results as fast as the first 3 months. All right, I've paid some $800 to help fix my credit and it's been 6 weeks, no improvement or update. 6 weeks, that's only a month and a half. I know, guys, I know a month and a half seems so long for people. A month and a half, guys, it's only 6 weeks, right? How many years did it take you to get those collection accounts and charged off accounts? Okay, give it some time, all right? And for some people, it depends on what what process they're using. For some people, their process takes 6 to 12 months. Okay, for some repair companies, it takes 6 to 12 months. That's not a bad thing. It's just the way they do it. They have a very specific way they're doing it, and they do it in a specific order to get results done. Okay, so if it takes 6 months, that's still great. Otherwise, you would have to wait 7 years for those collection accounts to remove off your credit, and that's not even guaranteed. I'm in the program. It's been 1.5 months in. Yeah, 6 weeks. Okay, it's only been 6 weeks, guys. It's only been a month and a half. Like, I know you want everything removed in like 2 seconds. I get it, okay? I've been there myself. Everyone's credit profile is different and people are gonna get different results at different times, okay? I'm not saying every single person that's in my program is going to see things get removed right away. Okay, so let me show you another example right here, okay? This is someone that came into the program in May, right? This is 3 rounds of results, 3 months of disputing. They came in with a 569 and then boom, we helped them jump to a 726. Cool, but look at, this was the first round. After the second round, their score dropped. Their score went up to a 726 and then it dropped to a 718 and then it went up to a 744. Okay, so your score could go up and down, or it can stay the same and then just shoot up all of a sudden. Okay, you can see with their Experian account, their score is a 573 and then it dropped. 573 dropped to 567 and then a 558, right? For the first 2 rounds, their score with Experian kept dropping and then it went up 100 points. Okay? And look at with TransUnion, okay, for this person, they started with the 522 and then it went up to an 803. So everyone's results are going to be different. And I'm showing it to you clearly and just trying to be transparent and forward with you. It's a 6-month program, right? My credit repair program is a 6-month program. You're only 1 month in, 1.5 months in. Like, please, like, let us do our work, right? Does that make sense? So everyone's going to be different, okay? Some people have repos, some people have foreclosures, some people have bankruptcies, and sometimes it's not even up to us. Sometimes it's the credit bureaus that are playing all these games and doing all these stall tactics, and so that makes things challenging, right? But I guarantee you that we are doing our best, okay? I guarantee you that we're giving 110%, okay? I guarantee you that. Why does Credit Karma and Equifax app give you offers for new credit cards, then your score drops for new accounts? Well, this is the thing, okay? It doesn't matter who's giving you the offer. You can have no one giving you a credit card offer. In general, okay, it doesn't matter who's promoting or marketing you, okay? You're getting sucked into that marketing. If you apply for a credit card and get approved for a new credit card, that drops your score. Whether someone's marketing you, you see an ad, or you don't see an ad, you just want to apply for a new credit card, it drops your score. Okay, and the reason why it drops your score is because it drops your overall credit age. It drops your credit age. That means you're going to have a lower score. If your age drops, your credit age drops, your score drops. If your age increases, your score increases. But think about it. If you apply for a brand new credit card, what is the age on that brand new credit card you just got approved for? The age is 0. It's 0 months old, 0 years old. And so that young credit age gets factored into the rest of your credit age. And what do you think happens to your average age? It drops. So if you have a lower age, you're going to have a lower score. Does that make sense? So if you apply for too many credit cards in a short period of time, each credit card that you get approved for is going to continue to drop your score. Okay? How high can a credit score go? A perfect credit score is an 850 credit score. Damn, bro, of course, better stopped with money. What is better invest to have a rent or stay stopped with money? What does that mean, stay stopped with money, Francisco? Does Biz card go off personal credit? It does, yes. Should you use and repay new card to show good payment history? Yes, any card, whether it's new or 10 years old. When it comes to the nuts and butts of credit, okay, the two most important things is to make payments on time every month and keep a low balance on the card. That's what helps improve your score. Make on-time payments every month, because if you get one late payment, it could drop your score 100 points. So you gotta keep making payments on time, whether it's a new credit card or an old credit card. You gotta make payments on time. Or if it's a loan, okay? And keep a low balance on your credit cards. The lower the balance, the higher your score. I need to get done stuff removed. Yep, let me do it for you, right? Let me and my team do the work for you. If you don't want to do it yourself, I got you. I got you, my man, okay? Let me and my team do all the work for you from A to Z with a 90-day guarantee. It's a 6-month program, and the first 3 months are guaranteed, okay? And if you decide to schedule a consult today and you actually want to join the program today, I'll give you a 50% incentive too. Because I really want to, reward people that take action, right? But if you don't want to use me and my team, you don't have to, right? You don't need me. You can do it yourself. If you want to do it yourself, absolutely do it yourself. With credit money, or invest to construct image buildings, get the money from rental. So you want to use your credit for rental properties? You want to have rental properties? How do I sign up? Yeah, you just click on my face at the top left right here. And then click on my face when it pops up again on the left-hand side, probably somewhere around here. Poke my face twice, it'll take you back to my page. Click the link on my page. It should say Credit Allegiant Repair to schedule the consult, and then you'll get a text from my team in about 10 minutes. It should come from Ashton, Kath, or Miguel. Ashton, Kath, Miguel, and Raj. All right, what's an important key factor here in a report, a credit age or credit usage? I mean, they're both important, right? Credit usage is the second biggest impact on your score. Credit age is the third biggest impact on your score. What are your fees? So that's the only thing I can't say on this platform. Okay? It's not because I don't want to, it's because they'll shut me down. And they have shut me down many times talking about how much. That's why my workaround, my solution for that is to offer free consults, no obligations. It's just a way for us to get off the platform, schedule a free consult. We can get on the phone and then we can talk about all the different offers we have, the different plans we have, and then you still get to make the decision. Okay, yes, I want to move forward and join the program, or no, I'm good, I don't want to join the program. That sound fair? What are some easy trade lines to get soft inquiry only? Apple Card and GM Card. Okay, signed up for it. All right, awesome. Yeah, so you should get a text from my team. All right, you should get a text from my team. It's gonna come from one of 4 people. Okay, hold on. Let me just write it down. So if you schedule a free consult, I don't know why it's not. Yeah. Okay, so free consult. Okay, the link is on my page. Click the link on my page. It should be credit allegiance repair.com. Okay, credit allegiance repair. And you'll get a text in 10 minutes, okay, from my team. It'll be either Ashton, Calf, Raj, or Miguel. Okay? That's it. Super simple. Got text from Miguel. There you go. Okay, told you. Miguel. Miguel is actually my best friend that I've known since I was 7 years old, since grade school. I helped repair his credit. He went from the 500s to the 700s. Now I'm mentoring him onto starting his own business. And so he kind of wanted to join the program, help me with my company to talking with other people about repair. So yeah, so Miguel's my best buddy. Tell him I said hi, okay? There you go. Is it okay to use all of the balance of 0% credit card to pay another card off? Is it okay? I mean, as long as you're responsible with it, yeah. As long as you can pay it off before the 0% expires, have at it. Was a guarantee an account and went to collections? What should I do? Credit score down. You want to dispute and delete that collections off your credit. That's what we're talking about. When you remove that collection account off your credit, your score will go back up. Any tips for me on new credit journey? Just got my first credit card last week. I'm 20 years old. Absolutely. How to connect to you? IG? Yes, IG or TikTok. So you got a brand new credit card. You want to know how to use that brand new credit card, right? Okay, it just comes down to 2 things. Make payments on time every month and keep a low balance on that card. So I would say less than a 10% usage. So whatever your credit limit is on that card, and if you want to tell me, you can tell me. Let's say you have a $500 credit limit. 10% of that is $50. Don't use more than $50 a month. If your credit limit is $1,000, then 10% of that is $100. Don't use more than $100 a month. If you have a $10,000 credit limit, 10% of that is $1,000. Don't use more than $1,000 a month. Is that helpful? That's it, okay? So 500, right? Your limit is 500, don't use more than $50 a month. So all you need to do, okay, let me keep your life super simple while helping you to improve your score, okay? This is the easiest way to help improve your score. You have a brand new credit card, all right? You got a brand spanking new credit card. This is your first credit card. Let's say it's your first, okay? First credit card. All right, what do you do? Okay, first credit card. This is what I would recommend. So if you have a $500 limit, okay, then you don't spend more than 50 bucks, okay? $500 limit. $500 limit. Okay, $50 or less. Don't spend more than $50. Okay. Now, step one is, because that's not very much. Okay, you want to keep your life super simple. You can just add one subscription, whatever you have, Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, iTunes, OnlyFans, whatever it is, okay? Add one subscription to it. Set auto pay to your check-ins account, okay? Checking account. That's it. That's all you got to do. Boom. Keep your life super simple. So now every month, since you have auto pay, it's going to make a payment and pay off the balance in full every month. It's going to be like clockwork for you. You don't have to remember to pay off your credit card because you have it set to auto pay directly to your check-ins account. And because you're only putting one monthly subscription on there, maybe it's a $25 monthly subscription, $15 monthly subscription, whatever it is, it's keeping a balance of less than $50. So you're killing two birds with one stone. That's all you have to do. And once this has been going on for 6 months, each month your score is going to go up and up and up and up. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay? Super simple, baby. Auto pay is automatic payments, right? Automatic payments. So your credit cards can give you a feature to set up automatic payments. So on the 5th of every month, it'll automatically pay off your credit card automatically with your check-ins account. That's it. What credit score is required to get a decent car? 720 and above. That's what I always recommend. 720 is when you start getting lower and lower interest rates. 720, 750, 780. Those are your three benchmarks to get lower and lower interest rate.